Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is day 29 of solving daily problems on LeetCode. Let us see what today's problem is. So the problem is task scheduler, which is a medium level problem with the acceptance rate of 58%. So let us first read this problem. So the problem says that you're given an array of CPU tasks, each represented by letters A to Z and a cooling time n. Okay, so you're given the tasks which are to be performed by a CPU and they are named from A to Z, and you have n as the cooling time, which means that between any two tasks you need to first perform n other task, or you have to make the CPU idle for that condition in order to process other task. If you're processing A, so let's say in example 1 you have three tasks A. So if you have completed first task A and you have to again process A. So before that, here n value is 2, which means that before that you have to run two other processes, or you can make the CPU ideal. As here given, the possible sequence will be first you perform A, then you perform B, then you keep your computer ideal, then again the same you are following for the other processes, and in this case you need 8 steps to complete all the tasks assigned to you. So to solve this problem, we will see that we are given a task array, and then we are given a n as a cooling time. So this is our cooling time. This is our cooling time. Let's say cooling t. Okay, let's write it complete. Cooling time. Okay, and these are the unordered map. So let me tell you what this will do here and what this will do here. So in this unordered map, I will create a map array for A, that A is occurring. How many times A is occurring? 3 times. This will be stored in my unordered map. B is occurring how many times? B is occurring 3 times. Okay, this will be stored in my unordered map. And let's say here one more task is assigned, which is B. Okay, at last 4. So B will become 4. Okay, so B is 4, and in this priority queue I will store the task according to their priority in descending order. So the task which is given at more, its occurrences are more, so I will store it here first, like 4 is stored, and then I will store the number 3, and I will make sure that between these two tasks the cooling is maintained as given, otherwise I will keep my CPU idle for that particular point of time. So this is very simple. We will create an unordered map first, where we will store the occurrences of each task given to us. Then we will create a priority queue to store the occurrences in descending order. Then again we will check our priority queue, and in this while loop we will check for the time, and we will create a temp variable to store the current values which we will take from the priority queue. And after decrementing the value and removing them from the priority queue, we will make the updations of the priority queue again. So let us say this is my first priority queue 6. Okay, so now in my let's say output, what I have done is I have stored a one time. Okay, so then what I will do is I will reduce this count of a from 4 to 3, and next what I'm doing is I'm storing here b. So for b also I will remove this number from my priority queue and I will change it to 2. Similarly in the next case I can't change because my n value will be less, so I will keep it ideal for this particular condition. I will keep it ideal. Okay, so next again I will take a, so I have to write it here a, and I will remove this and I will add 2 to my priority queue. Again the next task will be b, so I will cut it down and I will make it 1, and here I will take that as b. So this is quite easy. This is what we have to do through our code, and let's code it and see what we are doing here. Okay, so as I told you, first we will create unordered map to store the occurrences, okay, which will store characters. So unordered map char comma int, which we will name as mp, and let us store all the characters in it. For char and c such that tasks, what we will do is we will take the value from here and we will increment in our character mp. So what we will do, that we will mp c and we will increment this. Okay, after that let us also create a priority queue here to store the occurrences. Priority queue. So every time I will pop the values, it will give me the value which will have the highest frequency in the given array. Okay, so priority queue, let us just store the integer frequencies in it. So let us name it pq. And now what we will do is, one by one from my unordered map, I will store the values to my priority queue. So unordered map c such that mp pq dot push, and the second value I need, so c dot second. C dot second value I will push here. Okay, so next after this I will declare a result variable to store my result, and I will now run a while loop till my priority queue is not empty. So I will this will be my while loop condition. Okay, so after this we will create int time variable to store the time for particular process, and another vector int temp to store the values which we are popping from our priority queue. So this will be vector temp. Next we will run a for loop int I equals to 0 such that I less than n plus 1, which means the cooling time we are taking here into consideration. Now what we will do, if our priority queue is not empty, pq is not empty, in that case what I will do is I will first push it back to my temp, push back pq dot top, and here only I will decrement it. Okay, so इसको temp में हमने push करा and pq dot pop, and my time will be plus plus, means the single process we have run. And now if I get multiple variables in my temp, so for that I have to again run a for loop, so auto t such that in my temp, and if the value is there, if p, then what I have to do is I have to pq, I have to push back them into my priority queue, so that again take those values and add it in the loop. So pq dot push t. Okay, and result will store the values, and it will be result plus equals to pq dot, if it's not empty then I have to give the time, or otherwise I have to add n plus 1. And at last what we will do is we will return our result. Okay, so n plus here 1 is because of the cooling time. If it's empty then we have to add that, and here we have created the unordered map to store frequency. Okay, then priority queue to store frequency only in descending order. Next we are incrementing values in our unordered map, and after that in pushing all the values in my priority queue, taking variable result to store total time, and then running a while loop to check whether these conditions are satisfied or not, and after that returning the result. So let us try to run this program. It is accepted. Now let's just submit this. So we have completed today's problem of the day, and I hope this video is clear to you. Please like my video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon to get daily notification about the videos I'm posting, and I will see you in the next video.